So I'm gonna walk you through the morning routine here at the HPC. So if you follow me in here, you'll find keys to everything that you'll probably need to access. So go ahead and open this key box. As a volunteer, we ask that you open up the exam rooms to be ready to see a patient during the day. So I have exam room 1's keys. Exam room 2 will also be in here, right here. So you can just follow me with the keys and we'll unlock the rooms. So we lock these up at the end of the day and we open them up at the beginning of the day. So I have the top key, put it right in here, and just go ahead and open up the storage here in the room. These are all supplies that a nurse practitioner might need to examine a patient. There's also keys that are labeled for the bottom that you can use to open these cabinets and drawers. We always make sure that there is a piece of paper covering the exam bench. And other than that, this room's ready to go. Okay, so we're back at the key box where you can find the lab keys. You can also go unlock the lab. So we can walk over here. The fridge stays locked, so we use this key to unlock the fridge. While we're over here, we always log the fridge temperature on this clipboard. So what you do is you find the day. So today is the 26th. It's the AM. I put whatever, it's almost 10 a.m. I look at this fridge. This is the current temperature, 43 degrees Fahrenheit. Our lowest temp that this fridge will go is 35 and our highest is 46. So I go ahead, I write the current temp next to the day that it is. Then I write the lower and the higher, and I initial. That's done in the morning and afternoon. You can also unlock these cabinets to make them ready for the exam day. And these below as well. We draw blood here, and so it's important to keep this space clean. So a way we do that is by covering this arm of the chair with a chuck pad. You'll find those down here. After unlocking the cabinet, and what we do is cover this arm of the chair, fold this under like you're wrapping it like a present, and then we get tape from the front area and tape it down on the bottom. Okay, so here at the front desk, the most important area you need to know about as a volunteer is this area right here. Because in the morning before the day starts, you'll find the list of patient names where you can see who's gonna be seen that day, who has made an appointment, and then you can go into this room and find their charts. We pull the charts every morning so that the nurse practitioner can review them and see some background on the patient before they come in that day. This is a really important time to talk about HIPAA, which is a policy created by the federal government to protect private health information. So as a volunteer here at a professional health clinic, you are responsible for maintaining HIPAA and maintaining patient privacy. That's the reason we don't actually have real patient names on this paper, because all health information is completely private, and it's actually illegal to share information in any sort of way from any patient outside of the context of caring for that patient. So any birthdays, any lab values, blood pressures, phone numbers, they need to be kept private and only need to be discussed between people who are involved with the case. So some ways that this could be compromised is by shouting the patient's birthday from room to room, by talking about a patient after the day is over with your friends at home, by posting anything on the internet. All of these things need to be kept strictly private. So after you found the patient charts, you'll probably find at least 2 or 3. You can go ahead and take that stack and leave it right here, and we'll work with those throughout the day.
So Nat, what are we doing now?
We're gonna get the signs.
Why do we need the signs? It's important that people in the community know that we're here and when we're open so that they can come and receive services.
Let's do it.
So we get the signs right when we open. We want to put them up pretty much at the beginning so that people will know when we're open. Come back here, there's a little cart. Roll it, roll it. First sign goes right here. This is the first one, right? You want to make sure the arrow is pointing into the clinic, not pointing to the wall. Okay, you'll notice this sign is broken. That's okay, we still use it. This sign shows us where the entrance to the clinic is. Continuing on, going toward the fellowship hall of Mid-City Church of the Nazarene, we're going to find this staircase. This sign tells us the days and time that the clinic is open. We use these cables to secure the sign so nobody steals them. The final sign goes on this door. This sign utilizes the short chain cable. It goes around only one door handle. And is locked by the final lock in your bag.
So as we said earlier in the video, we do a lot of referrals here at the HPC to optometry clinics, to dentists, mammograms, a lot of different places. So a lot of those places need a fax from us about the patient. So what's important in faxing is to maintain patient privacy by getting a fax cover sheet. So this covers up the paper that you're actually faxing that has patient information on it. It alerts the people receiving it that this information needs to stay protected. So before you fax anything, you always fill one of these out. It's pretty self-explanatory. The date, how many pages you're sending, where you're sending it to, and the numbers written down. They need to either review it or reply to this fax. You then can write your name. They know it's from us, okay? As with a lot of things here at the HPC, we have little instructions around to help us out. So if I totally forgot how to fax, I could just come over here. I could see the most used clinics and other resources that we use, such as Quest Diagnostics, the Lions Club Optometry Clinic, etc., and their phone numbers, as well as instructions on how to use our fax machine. So press start fax, dial the number, wait for the confirmation, and it connects, sends it. When the confirmation page is printed from the printer, you add that to the patient chart.
Okay, so next we're going to show you guys how to make charts from scratch. So generally what you need is in this area, in this cabinet, we do have the folders that you're going to use as the main part of the chart. So you got to make sure it's got the wires so we can put the papers into it. And using this, you'll find these stickers, and you'll put one on the end here so you can write the patient's name, birth date, and Yes, their name and their birth date. That way when we organize them and put them away, we can find their chart, of course. And then also from this cabinet, you will find a tab that says lab on it, and that's gonna go in here. But before we put it in here, we have this cheat sheet here that will tell you on which side. So basically all these sheets are going on this side, and then all these sheets are going on this side of the whole chart. Okay, so for the sheets, I'm gonna kind of show you where they are. So here we start off with the face sheet, and that one we actually print out from the computer once we assign the chart to a patient, so you don't have to worry about that when you first make this chart. The registration form you will find in here, and then, can't really look for it. The lab tab is this. You have a lab request form that follows, and it's in here as well. The UA is going to be the last form that you're going to put on this side, and that's actually, you're going to find it in the lab. And there's going to be a tab there that says UA form, and generally we'll fill it out over there. That's why it's over there. But if you want to put it into the chart, it's over there. And then on this side, you'll find the health summary form, which is also in here. And then the patient history form is the form that we have been using to fill in when we've been doing the physical examination. So one thing to remember about that sheet is that it's a two-piece sheet, or 2 pages. It's 2 pages long, so just remember to grab both pages. And then afterward, you're gonna get the health intake form. So generally that one is both Spanish and English. Generally we like to keep it on the Spanish side, but it's kind of your choice, but it will go on the back on this side. So when you do finish one, it will look like this. So this is the patient registration form, the lab tab, that's the lab requisition form, and the UA form. And then this is the health summary sheet, like we said, the patient history form, the second page to the health history form, and then last of all, the intake form. And that's how you make a patient chart.
When you go to take the signs down and it's 12 o'clock p.m., look for the code that is located on the cart. That will tell you the exact lock combination for the locks.